Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's next speak is Wi-Fi 型人格. Okay, Wi-Fi is English and Chinese just directly transfer it because it's probably simply enough. And probably because Chinese can pronounce it, even if you don't speak English. Chinese people, just by seeing it, and also just because the prevalence of Wi-Fi, everybody use it. And Chinese simply just use Wi-Fi. We don't really create a separate Chinese word for it because it's simple enough again. And it has a rhythm to it. It's Wi-Fi. It looks cute in a way, right? So it's easy to get popular. And Chinese pronunciation of Wi-Fi, pronounced like this, Wi-Fi. So when it's still different, right? Wi-Fi is the English way to say it, Wi-Fi. But Chinese will say Wi-Fi. Like I notice myself when I say Wi-Fi in a Chinese way, even if it's the same pronunciation, the sound with the tonation will be different. So Wi-Fi have to be the phi, the fallen tone. And just to point out, we don't really have the pronunciation of phi. This is a new creation. There is no such combination of consonant plus the vowel combination combo. We don't have a phi anywhere. So this somehow people can switch out the consonant. This Y thing, replace it with the F sound and make the phi sound, even if we don't have it in our vocabulary at all. People have no problem to pronounce that. Unlike Q, a few episodes ago, I talked about how my mom can never say Q. Can only say chew. That's the best, closest she can get. So some pronunciations Chinese can do, some cannot. So phi is a can do one. So it carried over by its original spelling and almost similar sounding pronunciation. So Wi-Fi, when you talk about that in Chinese, people know what they're talking about. 型人格, we are associate a type of personality and use Wi-Fi to label type of personality. I mean, what would guess? What type of personality would behave like a Wi-Fi, which is unstable, unpredictable, untrustable. So that's Wi-Fi 型人格. 型 I translate as type. It came from a clay that's used as a mold to form something. And so this casting basically then became Chinese type. So you typecast something. Okay, so cast something, I guess this 井, which is a well opening. So this is earth opening thing, is the forming. This shows the forming of a particular shape to keep it as an opening, keep the earth opening from collapsing, right? You need to have a structure to hold things in place. Otherwise, by natural force, the earth probably tend to close up if you don't hold it up. So that's the, I guess, anti-nature force by Chinese, by the humans put something in place. And then the right side is knife, means carving. You're trying to shape something. So together on the top, it's already, you're trying to form something into a certain shape. And then the material you're going to use to create this mold thing is use the soil symbol to mean it's a type of a clay. So in Chinese back then, I guess there is a metal cast, a wood cast, a clay cast, and for each type of a material made into this cast thing, we have a different character matching to it. So this clay cast is particular, this 形 character for that. And the clay, the soil symbol is made of the ground, the plant, and then horizontal line is the surrounding of the root of the plant. That is the soil. Okay, 人, again, English letter R, look alike. And I later figured out this is the left side facing side view human. So this is the torso, the back side, and then it's distorted. It's not a realistic rendering of the side view of a human walking toward the left. And by the way, Chinese left pointing is forward pointing versus in English, we are used to pointing toward the right. That's a default forward pointing, but Chinese is left pointing. And this forward walking person, this is the, I guess, super simplified head. And this is the front side of the body. This is the back side of the torso. And this is probably the leg and the hand, abstraction. Then 格 is made of the word symbol and the 个 on the right side. And originally I would just stop at, that's the sound maker, and then this is the meaning maker. It's something related to the grid that's made of like a wood shelf. So picture IKEA bookshelf. That's 格, exactly what that is. So it has a different separation of spaces made of wood. And then I realized, okay, this 个 doesn't just mean it's a sound maker. The reason why it's picked, not just for its sound, actually because of the meaning. And this 个 means individual. So individual type of wood became the style. That makes sense, right? Because wood came in all sizes, shapes, and shades, right? So it's a variety of wood. And if you just abstract wood as wood, just a canopy, root, and the trunk, that's the structure of the commonalities of wood. But each wood, like which type of wood you're talking about, right? All kinds in the world. I didn't check how many type of wood there are, but I would imagine thousands or 10,000s of categories or species of wood out there. And so this individual is made of, the mouth symbol means somebody speaking, is giving orders, and then this person is walking backwards, means not following your orders, have their own thoughts. And this not following become this individual. Like people have their own individual thoughts and interests and intentions. And this 个 means that. So individual wood, that become the style. A lot of self-help book and channel talks about it. Eventually we grow into our own person, right? Because we are unique, always, like with different paths and set up of personalities, all that. And so this talks exactly that. Even the same tree category in a certain type of species of tree, because of the location of the tree, right? Its relationship to sunlight, its relationship of distance to other trees, can create a unique environment for that particular tree, that individual tree. Therefore, it's going to grow into its own style, and that becomes 格. Okay, so type is basically try to fit all different styles of individual style into a type. So that's labeling of people, or category, or pigeonholing holding people. And this Wi-Fi is this, I translate it as capricious. So people who are, I guess, fickle, who are changing, who are undetermined, who doesn't really know, or doesn't really predictable, doesn't stick with a set kind of a behavior, and people address label that type of indecisive, undetermined, unpredictable type of personality as Wi-Fi型人格. Thank you for your time. See you another